Every so often, poker produces moments that defy explanations. And while poker has always been a game of skill, luck, and psychology, cheating has been part of the game ever since the first card was dealt. In this video, we're diving into the entire history of cheating and cheating accusations in poker, from the shady card sharps of the Wild West to an infamous call with Jack 4 to the cutting-edge real-time assistant bots threatening the game today.
Did she cheat?
My name is Andreas Wagner, I'm a poker coach, and the only cheating I've ever done was sneaking an extra slice of pizza during poker night with my friends. But I've always been fascinated by all the cheating in poker. This isn't just a history lesson, it's a look at the dark side of poker. But before we dive into this rich history of hoodlums and crooks, let me say one thing. I think that if you play low-stakes poker in official card rooms, the chances of you getting scammed are almost zero, unlike it was the case in the old days. So let's start in the 1800s, when poker was spreading across the United States. Back then, cheating was more common than bad haircuts. Marked cards, conspiratorial cues, and sleight of hand tricks were the weapons of choice. Cheating wasn't just common, it was expected. If you weren't trying to pull a fast one, were you even playing poker? That's why so many poker games in saloons ended with accusations, or worse, bullets flying. The lawlessness of the Wild West made it easy for professional cheats to make a living, but it also made poker a very dangerous game. Losing players often resorted to violence, and many of the most infamous gamblers of the era met their end over accusations of foul play. Fast forward to the mid-1900s, poker had moved to casinos and cheaters adapted like bad actors in a heist movie. Teams worked together to signal hole cards with subtle gestures like the accidental elbow to the face. How does that even work? Anyway, devices like holdout machines, these were mechanical contraptions that hid cards up sleeves, became more advanced. Cheating in casinos often involved elaborate schemes with multiple players working together to deceive dealers and other players. But poker rooms weren't blind to it. With the rise of organized crime, they cracked down harder than a detective in a noir film. Cameras, mirrors, and sharper-eyed dealers became the norm, creating a constant cat and mouse game. Surveillance teams began to study player behavior obsessively, and the penalties for being caught became increasingly severe, ranging from being blacklisted to being handed over to the authorities, or worse. But even in home games, and especially in private games, cheating has been around longer than your granddad's poker anecdotes. Imagine sitting down for a friendly poker game only to find out later the deck was stacked against you. Literally. Often, dealers in these unregulated games were the culprits. One common method was stacking the deck because why not rig the game while pretending to be your friend, right? By carefully controlling the order of the cards during the shuffle, a dishonest dealer can ensure that certain cards are dealt to specific players. Another trick involved collusion, where dealers would wink and nudge like they were in some secret poker mafia. These are universal cheating techniques that have been around for over a century. But over the past 25 years, we have had a whole new era of cheating. And this is linked to the internet poker boom of the early 2000s. Suddenly, poker wasn't limited to smoky back rooms, it was global. And cheaters embraced the digital age like kids with new gadgets. Collusion in online games became a serious issue, with players sitting in the same room or communicating via phone to share hole card information. Imagine playing a 6-max online game with two of your friends and you share your hole cards. This was not a massive advantage, but it rigged the odds in favor of the cheaters. But the biggest shift came with software. Tools like hand history trackers and real-time solvers blurred the lines between assistance and outright cheating. While many tools are legal and used by players to study their game, some took it further by using these tools in real time, gaining an unfair advantage. Over the years, several cheating scandals rocked the poker world. The infamous ultimate bet and absolute poker scandals saw insiders using God mode to see opponents' hole cards, stealing millions of dollars from unsuspecting players. What was God mode? Well, imagine being able to see everyone else's hole cards and still losing. You'd be pretty bad at poker, right? These scandals weren't just about money, they shook the trust players had in online poker sites. Regulators and industry professionals scrambled to restore confidence, but the damage was done. To put things into perspective, consider this. The ultimate bet scandal alone led to over $20 million in stolen funds. That's a lot of pizza slices. And then there's the Mike Postel scandal in 2019. Postel was accused of using a hidden device to access real-time information about opponents' cards during live-streamed games. The scandal captivated the poker community with countless hours of footage scrutinized by players and experts alike. Postel's uncanny ability to make perfect decisions time and time again raised eyebrows, and while no concrete proof of his cheating was ever produced in court, the controversy remains a cautionary tale about the dangers of modern technology in poker. Another recent scandal worth mentioning is the Robbie Jade Lou Jack 4 hand. During a high-stakes live-stream game in 2022, Robbie made an inexplicable call with Jack High, winning a massive pot against Garrett Adelstein. The hand immediately sparked accusations of cheating. There were claims she had outside assistance, possibly through a hidden device or a partner feeding her information. The poker community was divided. Some believed her explanation of misreading her hand, while others were convinced something sinister was at play. The incident ignited heated debates about ethics, technology, and the integrity of live-stream poker. And now, cheating has entered yet a new era. Real-time assistance bots, or RTAs, are the ultimate weapon for cheaters. These advanced programs provide perfect decision-making advice during hands, making them nearly impossible to beat. Sites and players are fighting back using detection algorithms and AI to catch cheaters. In 2019, Party Poker busted a network of bots that scammed ordinary players out of over $700,000. The platform then reimbursed the victims of this supersized scam. The rise of blockchain technology and transparent ledgers is also being explored as a way to ensure game integrity. However, the battle is far from over. Just recently, I was approached by a bot farm that programs computers to play unexploitable poker on unregulated sites, which is why it's crucial to play on a site you trust and that makes sure to suspend bots. Sounds like a science fiction film, right? Cheating in poker has evolved from simple tricks to sophisticated tech. Cheaters are always looking for the next loophole, and the poker community must remain vigilant. While the methods have changed, one thing remains the same. Poker will always be a game of trust. Whether you're in a poker room downtown or playing online, the fight to keep the game fair continues. The history of cheating in poker is a reminder that no matter how advanced the game becomes, the human element, our desire to win at all costs, remains a constant. Let me know in the comments below, what's the craziest poker cheating story you've ever heard? And how do you think poker will deal with cheating in the future?